Precious, after last season, there aren't a lot of people around the league talking about you guys right now going into the season. Could that be an advantage, like being able to potentially catch some people off guard or even surprise some people?
Yeah, I think so. I think this season we're going to surprise a lot of people just with the way we play and understanding and just the pattern in general. Yeah.
Yesterday, did you think you might come to a deal in terms of an extension? How serious did you guys get in talks with that?
I mean, I'm gonna take a page out of Pascal's book. We pay people a lot of money to represent us and talk about that. That's where I'm kind of, that's where it's at with that. I don't really want to get into that. I'm more so focused on the season. There's a lot of exciting things ahead. We just got to focus on how to win games this season and, just go out there, play the right way. Definitely surprise a lot of people, like you said, and continue to, build on what we have here.
In the sense that this season is a new opportunity for you to show the type of player you can be, did you ever get into the rhythm you wanted to?
Who said this?
I'm asking. Did you get into the rhythm that you wanted to last year at any point?
I mean, I was hurt a lot of last year, so it's tough for being out that long and then coming back and finding rhythm. It was kind of like a weird year for me, individually, just because of the injuries and stuff. But like I said, my focus right now is this season. Just come out here, be a professional, approach the game the right way every day, and win games, really. Yeah.
Precious, Darko was in here talking about role. Does your role change much from last year to this new coach, new system?
I don't think so, not so much. He's gonna use me a little differently based on the conversations we've had. So I'm just looking forward to that. We're learning every day. It's a continuous process of learning every day. Not just myself, I'm sure all the guys on the team as well, just learning his system, him learning us as players as well. So we got to continue to build on that, and then once we get to a established position, then everybody knows what it's supposed to be.
How is that different from last year?
Mostly just the style of play. He's very he plays sort of kind of a European style where a lot of cutting, a lot of playing through the mid post and other kind of stuff. It's just a little different, But everybody have their own style. Like I said, he just got to continue to learn us. We continue to learn him and his system, and that's where I think we're going to find success.
But for you specifically, how is he using you different?
Just mostly a lot of high posts, top of the key, elbow, just being able to play out of the elbow, being able to play out of the top of the key, corners, stuff like that. Yeah.
How much do you embrace the opportunity to be more of like a playmaker in this system? Like you said, high post stuff where you might have a ball and running dribble handoffs. Just like the ability to play make a little bit more. Do you embrace that?
Yeah, of course. I think that's a part of my game, and I'm excited to be able to, explore that part of my game as well. Just being able to be that playmaker, like I said, from the elbow, top of the key, dribble handoff guy, making reads and stuff like that.
I mean, you've worked so hard on being a face-up guy and kind of shoot free at times. Is that still something good?
Yeah, I work on my game every day, but like I said, it's based on wants and needs at this point, what we need to make the team successful. So that's what we're all trying to go out there and accomplish. We got to play roles to make sure we win games.
You said after the game the other day that you think you can be one of the best defensive players.
I know I am one of the best defensive.
My bad.
Yeah, I don't think the numbers say otherwise if you go look at them.
Is there anybody you're watching to make sure you're perfecting your craft?
I have a good example on my team, all defensive player, watch him a lot, just watch the way he reads the game and stuff like that. OG, I watch OG a lot, that's someone that I go to.
Is there something specific you take from him that?
Yeah, his reads on the off ball side when he's on the off ball, being able to run through the passing lane, those reads are really, really tough, the hit or miss. But he seems to always get them, so it's just always just watching them, trying to understand when to go, when to be solid, stuff like that.
What do you think separates you from being an average defender to a really strong defender in the league?
My length, my athleticism, quick feet, speed, agility. I think that's what separates me from being an average defender. I know I'm not an average defender in the league. It's not 5 guys in the NBA that guard 1 through 5. I don't care where you look at it, what team you go look at. And I know I'm one of those 5 guys in the NBA that can guard position 1 through 5 comfortably. I mean, I've guarded MVPs that are 5s, MVPs that are 4s, point guards that are 1s, MVPs that are 1s, all-stars, all positions. So I'm comfortable guarding every position. Like I said, it's not 5 guys in the NBA that can do that.
You already have your thoughts on the preseason, so you excited to get things going for real tomorrow?
Yeah, everybody's excited. Can't wait to hear the fans, it's go time now.
After what happened here last season, there aren't a lot of people around the league talking about you guys. Is that almost a good thing? Like, is that an opportunity for you guys to surprise some people, catch some people off guard?
I mean, I love when people don't believe in you. Been through that my whole life, so we ain't got nothing to lose. Every game we play, we go out there, give 110%, try to come out with a W, and that's our job.
Darko was saying he's treating this just as sort of a regular season game for him, but it's his first game as a head coach. As a guy who's really close with him, are you excited to get him his first win as a NBA head coach?
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to win in this league, but at the end of the day, it's opening night. We want to give everything we have for 48 minutes and come out on top, and then we can celebrate, his first win as a head coach. But we got to be, ready tomorrow, focused tomorrow, do everything as a team, how we've been doing it in preseason as well, and then it gives us a chance, to win the ball game.
How would you describe this new version of the Toronto Raptors in terms of style of play?
Togetherness. Enjoy togetherness, how we play. Everybody's touching the ball, everybody's moving. They won championships 4 years ago, so they still got like a championship mentality of a team, coaching staff. But at the end of the day, we're playing a little different, and I think it's really hard to guard that. Everybody, can be aggressive on the offensive end. Everybody's touching it, and I think it's really hard to guard for the other team.
You guys have talked about the game needing to slow down for Grady as a rookie. How did you get the game to slow down for yourself?
This is my 11th year now. I watch a lot of film, on the best point guards in the world back in the day. There was, Conley. Tony Parker, Kemba Walker, watch a lot of film and try to get better, just watching film, watching my, not idols, but one of the best, point guards in the world. And of course, when you get reps in the game, it slows down as well. So, for Grady, he's probably going to be nervous, but we're going, try to calm him down. And if you give 110%, give great effort, on the defensive end especially, then he's going to be fine.
How long did that process take until you felt like the game was moving at the right speed?
Second year, I think it was late, because my first year I didn't really play that much. Played like 16 games, I believe, and I think my second year, that's when I really, started getting minutes and consistent minutes, and I think then that's when it kind of started.
There's been a lot of talk about the offense, and mostly because it seems like a departure from years past. How good do you think this team can be defensively, and what do you think its strength is defensively?
I think we got to, on the defensive end, we got to, take pride, and we got to be top 10 in the league. With the guys in the locker room, the capability on the defensive end, how long we are, how tall we are. As a team, I think it's really, really difficult to score. And I think we got to all take pride in that. And we got to start a game, thinking about getting stops. And I think then we'd be hard to beat.
For you, often guarding the point guard, knowing that Scotty, OG, Pascal, might have their hands digging in at times, does it do anything different for you? Does it allow you to do anything different, or does your focus just stay the same and you're maybe a bit extra comfortable because you have smart guys behind you?
I think just our length as a team is just huge. Everybody is, if I guard Damian Lillard or Curry, it's not just me guarding him, it's a whole team, So five guys off defense, and I think that's how we've been playing. And when we do that and we really, concentrate on that, it's really hard to score on us.
Dennis, last week, Gary, he talked about how this offense benefits him in particular. Do you feel like this offense really complements your style of play that you already had?
I mean, I played national team. If you watch the games there, it was a lot of ball movement. I mean, of course, I handled the ball a lot more. But end of the day, the last 5 years, I played with a lot of Hall of Famers, and I can really adapt really to anything now. But I mean, Darko knows what I'm capable of as well. So I think with this locker room, what we have, the quality of the team is just playing defense, get out, when we get stops, get out and run. And I think that's what we, at our best.
Does this offense remind you of any other type of teams that have run this in the past in your career?
Yeah, Atlanta, kind of similar. But other than that, not really. Atlanta was, I think, 2 years with Coach Budenholzer. Everybody was touching it, everybody was moving it, and it's similar to this.
Dennis, you were teammates with Patrick Beverley last season on the Lakers.
Yeah.
You saw his recent comments.
What did he say? You talk about me?
No.
Ah.
You said about the team, you didn't see any dogs on the team, and that if he sees Pascal and OG in a dark alley, he wouldn't be afraid.
Oh. I mean, Pat Bev, man. Pat Bev is Pat Bev. I like him as a teammate. He's. I was really surprised, how he is. He's a great guy, has your back, and but when you don't play with him, Pat Bev is going to be Pat Bev. So, end of the day, like I said, it motivates us if people underestimate us, and we go from there.
Darko, after last season, the expectations going into this year, at least externally, are pretty modest. Do you like the idea of maybe being able to catch some people off guard, surprise some people?
Looks like that. Looks like outside world has their expectation, but that's the beauty of the business we're living in. We should not allow that outside world is dictating how we go about business and how we prepare and how we get ready for the season. So. We're definitely not preparing to underperform. We definitely are putting a lot of work in and doing everything in our power to prepare our team to be at the best during the season. And we'll just go game by game and see where we end up.
What is tomorrow going to mean to you from a professional perspective?
Game on October 25 against Minnesota in the start of the regular season.
Will it have extra meaning as a first-time head coach? Like, I'm sure you've been looking forward to this day for many years.
Yes, probably a couple months ago it would mean more than it means now. Now when I'm in the middle of it, I don't have a time just to process what it really means. I'm just focusing on the best shoot around that we can have tomorrow and to get ready for the game. I wish I can tell you more than that, and I see where you're coming from, but like I'm really just focused on our game and what's ahead of us.
Darko, you guys finished, I think, second during the preseason with assists per game, but also second in turnovers per game. Does that feel, I'm not saying that's going to stay exactly where it is, but does that generally feel like a worthwhile trade-off for you in terms of getting more ball movement in the offense?
Preseason is preseason. We use those games to prepare and get ready. Regular season starts tomorrow, and we'll see where it's gonna go. And definitely, we're gonna address all the negatives and to turn them into positives.
Darko, you've said throughout the preseason that you want to generate a lot of deflections every game, but you weren't sure what the final number was going to be that you're looking for as a target. Have you picked one?
32. 32 plus. You remember well. 32 plus is what we're going to be striving every single night.
And what's the benefit of having that many deflections?
It just keeps our guys engaged, keep us focusing like on all the small things in pick and rolls, using hands. It's so easy to overlook positioning of the hands to take away pocket pass, to get deflection. And once you're active like that, and you're kind of like making your opponent to play on the heels a little bit, and it just allows our length and aggressiveness to be at the highest.
OG obviously is one of the premier perimeter defenders, but especially one-on-one defenders in the league. Do you want the guys in other roles to sort of take not similar pride, that's the wrong word, but do you want them to like become stoppers in their mind? Do you think they're like Scotty and Pascal are capable of being those secondary stoppers?
Absolutely. I met with a couple of guys this morning, and I told them, like, you guys are going to be a headache for me this year in a positive way, because we have so many very, very capable defensive players that deciding on the matchups, every player is going to say, I want him, I want to take that pride to guard that guy, which is a good problem to have. And I agree with you, definitely. I think we have multiple players that are very capable of being that. Scotty's defense, I think one day that he's going to be Defensive Player of the Year. And that's something that he wants to be, that he wants to develop into. And I'm going to do everything in my power to help him on that path. Dennis Schroder, don't forget about his defense and how he likes to pick up full court and be engaged in pick and rolls and guard 1 through 4 all the players. So we have a lot of great defensive tools that we can use.
What would be the biggest thing to get Scotty to that point?
Just continuing to learn the game, to learn the personnel, being able to guard multiple positions from point guards all the way to the fives. There is so much versatility with his game that it's awesome.
You had mentioned a few weeks ago that you were planning before the season to sit down with everybody and discuss their roles with them. Have you done that? Was everybody kind of receptive and accepting of what you discussed?
I also said that it's an ongoing process and that those are conversations that are happening every single day. So yes, we are having those conversations every day. I met with a couple of players this morning. I'm going to meet a couple of players after this as well. I plan to touch on each player before we head into the game tomorrow.
And has everyone you've talked to so far been like accepting and embracing of
Yes. I mean, I'm not asking anything that's out of this world. I'm asking everybody just to be completely 100% committed to the team and playing inside our team identity on both ends of the floor.
What would success look like for Grady this year?
For him, definitely learning the game, learning the pace of the game in NBA, and for him for the game to slow down. He is amazing talent, and he has such a high ceiling. For him, it's going to be important to give him some time to adjust. And he is just amazing. Like when you think about like summer league, he got every single game he was getting better and better, right? And then when we were in LA, he had a rough week playing against some of the like really good NBA players, but by the week 3 he got so much better and felt comfortable. And same thing in the preseason. Look at his first game against Vancouver and look at the last game that he played against Washington. That kid is learning on such a high pace, and for him, any opportunity that he can get on the floor and experience the league and everything is going to be a huge success for him.
I think you have 6 games in the first 9 days of the regular season. Is that where depth comes into play, and are there guys that you will purposely give some nights off in like a stretch as busy as that?
No, for sure. Starting with 6 in 9 days, it's not how you want really to start the season, but we don't have much say in that. But definitely, that's the beauty of the roster we have and the situation that we have, that pretty much like all the guys are available and ready. So it's going to be a lot of opportunities in those first 6 games and during the whole season.
And do you expect everybody except for Christian to be available tomorrow?
Correct.
Coach, when you have a lot of similar sized players running screening action together, it seems likely that you'll see a lot of switching from opposing defenses. How do you feel is like the best way to attack switching defense without it devolving into kind of isolation or how do you rate the team's performance in doing that so far?
So you want me to tell this so Chris Finch can get ready for the game tomorrow, so to give up our cards? I'm just joking. There are a lot of ways how to combat that, and is that flipping the screen, is that using more to slip screens, is that looking for a certain matchup. You know, we are a new group, you know, a new coaching staff implementing a lot of new stuff, so there's going to be a learning curve for us to get on the same page and to see how we can take advantages of those defensive schemes.
Darko, in a lot of ways, this tomorrow night is a new era for the Toronto Raptors. How would you describe sort of this new look team to fans, and just what's sort of the brand you're trying to create with this team?
I wish that our fans could really see our team in the gym in the last couple of weeks since the start of the training camp, to see how much togetherness we have, how much individual sacrifice for the team good we have. Guys are doing amazing job with the buy-in, and we got to stay on that path, win or lose. We got to continue building that culture.